Mataji, you are on mute and we cannot hear.
Sorry. Now you can hear me?
Yes, Mataji.
Sorry. So what I was about to say is we'll have a quick recap. Okay, but before that, okay, the last session you attended, okay, which Kanda were we discussing?
Yuddha Kanda, Mataji.
Very good. So we'll have a quick recap of those Kanda and what were, some of the things we discussed. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so this was last week. Okay, so what were the 4 defense types of Lanka? Naimisha had written down last time. What are the 4 different types?
Physical barriers, army and warriors, magical defense system, and strategic location.
Very good. Okay, very good. So, who was the son of Vishwakarma?
Nala.
Yeah, Kala. What? Nala?
Nala.
Nala, good. Okay. And then what was the curse? Who cursed Ravanasura that, he'll never be able to touch women without, their consent? Who cursed?
Brahma. Brahma and Nalakuvera.
Yeah. So in one story it was Brahma, in other story it was Nalakuvera, right? Very good. So we'll have some more questions, okay? How many yojanas was from Mount Mahendra to Lanka? How many yojanas was it?
100.
100, very good. Okay, and yesterday we discussed some more interesting facts saying that Ravana's, the mountain where Ravana is, right? What is it called? What is the mountain's name?
Mount Mainaka.
Ravana's mountain's name.
Ravana's mountain's name.
Starts with T. Ravana's mountain's name. The Lanka is situated on a mountain, right? What is the mountain's name? You all know. You just forgot. It's Trikuta.
Trikuta.
Okay, so they say that Trikuta is so long that it's 100 yojanas, in length and 100 yojanas in width. Okay, so yesterday class, okay, I'll give a very quick recap, okay, so that we don't take time. Okay, so what we discussed was yesterday, you can see in this image, right? Rama's army and Ravana's army are set, okay, and we saw the military formation. Okay, there are how many directions normally?
4.
Correct, right? So yesterday we saw the military arrangement of all the 4, directions: north, south, east, west, and in middle. Okay, so which Rakshasas were staying in guard? Okay, and which Vanar were staying, as a defense for them. Okay, so I'm not going to get too much into detail. Okay, so they were all the defense system was ready. Okay, and Ravana came to the northern gate because Ravana was, guarding the northern gate. Okay, when he comes, what happens? As soon as Sugriva sees, Ravanasura, he becomes very enraged. Okay, so he jumps, and you can see, right, he takes the, the cap, the thing
Crown.
the crown. Thank you so much. The crown of Ravanasura. Okay, and then they have a fierce battle. Okay, and Sugriva is obviously powerful. Why? Why is Sugriva powerful? Because how is Sugriva more powerful than Ravanasura? There's only one reason.
He has some chain.
Very good. Okay, he has that chain, right, which Vali gave him. Okay, and then the power of the chain is to take
when Sugriva battles someone, Ravana's power will go to him, so he becomes double powerful.
Yeah, so every time, if example Ravana punches, right, Sugriva can punch with double power. And again Ravana punches, again triple power. So it keeps increasing. So this way, Sugriva is undefeatable in fist battle. Okay, but Ravanasura is a mystic power, right? He has astras, shastras, weapons. So as soon as Ravana goes to grab some weapons, Sugriva flees from there. Okay, and then there's a war that happens. All powerful minister of the Rakshasas come. Okay, and they have a fierce battle that is going on. Okay, you can see, right? And all the Rakshasas are equipped with good weapons. Okay, with armor, shielders, weapons, and everything. Hare Krishna. So then what happens is, but the Vanaras, okay, what is their weapon? What is the weapon of the monkeys?
Gadha.
Gadha? No, monkey's weapon is not Gadha. Oh, what is the monkey's weapon?
They can bite on their hands.
they can bite, they can poke with the nails, they can throw rocks, they can throw stones. Okay, this is the monkey's weapons. Okay, then what happens? Rama and Lakshmana officially get this war started. Okay, everyone is stationed in their gates. Om, do you remember the different positions of different people yesterday in all the directions?
In the east, Mataji demons are
Rakshasas were in the east?
east Prahasta,
Huh?
Prahasta.
Good. And?
In the south, Mahudara.
Okay, good.
The west, Indrajit.
Very good.
The north, Sukha, Saranya, and Rama.
Very good. And in the middle?
And in the middle,
Virupaksha, right?
Virupaksha.
Okay, now we'll come to the Vanara side. Okay, who was in the eastern gate facing the Rakshasa?
Neela.
Neela. Neela was the commander-in-chief, okay, of monkeys, remember, okay? Next was south gate.
Anga.
Anga, very good. And then Indrajit was tackled with?
Hanuman.
Hanuman, good. And then northern gate?
Rama and Lakshmana.
Rama and Lakshman. And in the middle?
Sugriva, Jambavan,
Bhavan.
Vishan.
Very good. Okay, so you have to remember this military formation. Now everyone is stationed in their position. Okay, Vanaras are ready to attack and Rakshasas are ready to defend. Okay, so the war keeps happening. Just a quick recap. Okay, what happens? Everyone comes battles one by one. Okay, and then Indrajit comes and he has a Brahmastra. Right? What was the astra which binds Rama and snakes, right? So this astra was equipped with snakes. Okay, as soon as Indrajit launches, both Rama and Lakshmana get tied, with snakes. You can see in this image, right? And then who comes to save them?
Garuda.
Very good. Garuda comes to save. Okay, and then Garuda, because Garuda's natural enemy is snake, right? So snakes are afraid of Garuda. So all the snakes flee from there. After this, what Jambavan tells to Hanuman? What does Jambavan tell to Hanuman as a suggestion?
To go to Trikuta.
To go to Trikuta? Is it a different mountain or is it Trikuta only? To go to the ocean of milk, right?
Yeah.
And then there is a mountain between Kailash. Okay, between two mountains is a mountain. And over there you can get magical herbs. What was the herb's name?
Chiranjeevi and Sanjeevi.
Sanjeevani and?
Chiranjeevi.
No, it was something else. It starts with V. Remember?
Visalya.
Visalya. So what was the power? So for Sanjeevani can even heal the dead. Okay, Visalya was?
Heal the wound.
Very good. So what Jambavan said is once the war, comes at night, they don't fight, right? So once it comes to a calm, you should go get these herbs so that we can help our army recover. Okay. Same way we can also help, like desperate situations like this, where people are dead, we can recover them. Okay. So Jambavan gives this suggestion. But by the time Garuda comes and helps, okay, Rama and Lakshmana, to free from the snakes, they again get ready for battle. Okay. And now there's a fierce battle happening between whom? Who comes? Lakshmana and Ram. So now what happens at last? Ravanasura gets very enraged, okay, with what is happening. So he himself enters the battlefield. Okay. He enters the battlefield and he starts fighting with different people. First he fights with Sugriva and then he fights with Hanuman and then he fights with Lakshmana. Right? And what happens to him? He gets
wounded.
Yeah, he gets wounded. Blood is oozing from Ravana's body. Okay, and then he's losing consciousness. He becomes weak. Okay, and when he comes face to face with Rama, what does Rama say?
Rama says that let's battle tomorrow when you become strong.
Strong, right? See, Rama is so righteous. He's like, now you're weak because you've battled with so many people. Okay, so you fought with such great warriors. So what you do is you take rest today. Okay, and we will fight tomorrow. Okay, so Rama lets go of Ravanasura. He doesn't even want an enemy who can easily be won over, right? So what happens? Obviously, Ravanasura is very shameful, right? So when he starts, okay, what happens is he bows his head, okay, and then he enters into the royal court. Okay, so now today we will see from there. Okay, now what happens is everything is done. Okay, Ravanasura comes. Okay, and his head is bowed. Okay, and now he thinks and he says like, I think it is time, for me to tell you a story that I have been cursed by multiple people. Okay, and the when I asked Brahma for the boon, okay, Brahma himself warned me about human beings, but I didn't consider them very important. So there was one king, okay, in the Ikshvaku dynasty named Anyaranya, okay, Anaranya, okay, and he told me that one of my grandsons, and like the king in this lineage will come and kill you. Okay, so saying this, what happens is different people curse, Ravanasura in different way. When he tried to like lift, Mount Kailash, the story, right? He wanted to, Ravanasura lifted Mount Kailash. Then, someone called Vuma cursed him. Okay, he cursed him that you will die one day, and then other person, okay, he teased someone, okay, he teased Nandini saying, you look like a monkey. So the monkeys will come and destroy whole Rakshasas. Like this, multiple curses were given to Ravanasura. And today, okay, in this very day, he recalls all of them. Okay, so what is his master plan? What is Ravana's master plan?
To call Kumbhakarna.
Very good. To wake up Kumbhakarna. Okay, but what was the problem with Kumbhakarna?
He was sleeping and he wakes up once in 6 months. So then it is very hard to wake him up.
Very good, right? So once 6 months he'll sleep and 6 months he will be awake. Okay, and when he is awake, he will eat the entire, whatever comes to him. Even like he doesn't even differentiate between like his own Rakshasas also, right? Because he's that hungry. So now what happens is, if Brahma also said, if someone interrupts in that 6 months of sleep, okay, you will not win any battle you fight during that time. So this was the curse and boon, okay, of Kumbhakarna. So now what happens is Ravanasura will be like, I do not have much army left. Okay, I have few ministers and I have my son, Indrajit and few others. So I think it is time to wake up Kumbhakarna, right? And Kumbhakarna had how many sons? Does anyone remember?
Two.
Correct. Names?
Kumbha and Nikumba.
Very good. Okay, so they were also left. Okay, so this was the situation. So what happens is all the Rakshasas, okay, they go and they start, they try to wake, okay, this Kumbhakarna. So what is the first thing they do, They get in 100 plates of food, okay, in front of Kumbhakarna. But Kumbhakarna will not get up, okay. And then they will go and they will start, playing all this kind of drums and horns in his ears. You can see, right, in the picture, right? He still doesn't wake up, okay. He continues sleeping. Not only does he sleep, okay, you see, right, he is snoring, okay. So from the nose and the mouth, the air is coming and it is pushing all the Rakshasas away. It is so like, it is like a, whirlwind whip. Okay, so much air is coming out, okay, that it is knocking all the Rakshasas. So then what happens? People start making noises and everything. Finally, what happens? Everyone comes and starts, hitting, okay, physically hitting Kumbhakarna with their fist, okay, with rocks, with all the weapons and everything. Okay, see on the chest of his, the Rakshasa. Okay, they're praying. All the elephants are coming. Okay, see how. Imagine how massive Kumbhakarna is. Okay, look at a whole army on Kumbhakarna's chest. So what happens? Everyone is like, beating him, okay, physically. Then what happens? At last, Kumbhakarna wakes up. And for him, it was like just like a tap. Like, as if someone just tapped him. Okay, he didn't feel any effect at all. Okay, they were like 10,000 Rakshasas, 10,000 elephants, all this to wake him up. Okay, and he asks, okay, someone has wakened me up from my deep sleep. Okay, now you tell me what is the purpose. I think there's some kind of danger. Otherwise, you will not wake me up, right? So one of the minister comes and says that, so this is the situation. There's this, army of Rama and Lakshmana, and they have come here, and the battle is getting very, like not favorable in our side. A lot of our warriors have died. So Ravanasura has asked, your help. That's why we have wakened you up. But what happens? This Kumbhakarna is too hungry. Okay, so he eats half of the Rakshasas who came to wake him up. Okay, so because to devour his hunger. Then what happens? Kumbhakarna will start going to the Ravana Sabha, right? The main palace. When he's going, he goes from one mountain to another. Okay, and when he's going, all the monkeys, okay, they start seeing this huge Rakshasa. Okay, and then even Rama will ask Vibhishana, so who is this Rakshasa? Okay, so tell me about him. So Vibhishana says he's Kumbhakarna. Okay, and he also defeated Yamaraja. Okay, when they were fighting with demigods. So he's very powerful, but he has this thing like how Arohi and Om said, right? 6 months he sleeps and 6 months he wakes up and he eats. All he does is he eats. Okay. So he says everything and he explains. Now Rama is very confident because Kumbhakarna is just huge in size, right? All he can do is he can grab and he can eat. That's it, nothing else. Okay. So like Rama understands strategy and he starts planning. Whereas over here, okay, the scene between Ravanasura and Kumbhakarna will be going on. Okay. So Kumbhakarna goes and inquires Ravanasura, what should I do? Okay, what is your plan, for me to fight? So Ravanasura will say, you have to enter, okay, and try to kill Rama and Lakshmana directly, okay, because they're very powerful. And they also have Hanuman, and he starts explaining, okay, Sugriva and everyone is there. Then Kumbhakarna will start laughing at Ravanasura. You tell me, why does Kumbhakarna laugh at Ravanasura?
Because he thinks it is adharma. What he's doing, he kidnapped Sita. That was the greatest dharma, and he was actually supporting dharma. But then after some time, then he agrees and goes with Ravana.
Very good. So now what happens is when Ravanasura is saying all this, okay, he sounds very miserable, right? Because he feels very sad. Okay, so this Kumbhakarna is laughing at Ravana, saying, "What a fearful person you have become! Look at you. You're no more like you don't have that kind of ego on your face. You feel so dull. See what have you done yourself? When Vibhishana and Mandodari, right? Mandodari, Ravana is one of Ravana's wife, told you should have like better left Sita, but you didn't, right? See what has come to you." Now Ravana is actually angry at Kumbhakarna, but he's not able to say anything because he needs the help of Kumbhakarna, right? He says, "As family, you need to help me," right? So he asks in a very pleading way. He's like, "I know I have done this mistake, but now it's too late. They've already attacked our army, and half our army is dead. So it's better we just continue and finish this battle. Okay, now that it has come so much so far, right? So why give up now?" So Kumbhakarna also accepts because he is Ravanasura's brother, and the war between Kumbhakarna and Rama's army takes place. Okay. There's this one person in middle. Okay, all of us should remember this Rakshasa's name is Mahodara. Okay, always remember this Rakshasa. He is always in favorable to Ravanasura. Doesn't matter whatever Ravanasura does. Okay, he's always favorable to Ravanasura. He always keeps, Ravanasura, praising Ravanasura and everything. Okay, so even he is a very important Rakshasa. Just to note the name. Okay, his name is Mahodara. Okay, remember. So now what happens is, as usual, Karna enters the battle. Kumbhakarna enters the battlefield. Okay, and he is so big. Okay, he's as big as the Trikuta mountain. Okay, now what happens is as he enters easily, right? You can see him like as he goes. Okay, he stamps the monkeys on his way. Okay, there's a fierce battle that happens. Okay, and everyone just like with a swing. Okay, he kind of destroys 8,000 monkeys at once. Okay, so much chaos, right? Because he's so huge. Okay, he's causing so much of trouble. What happens is at one point when he's eating these monkeys, okay, he grabs 30 monkeys. He's also grabbing Rakshasas. So he doesn't know the difference. Okay, that who is Rakshasa, who is monkey, he doesn't care. Whoever is coming in the way, he's grabbing. Okay, so Rama is looking at this. Okay, and he's like, now I have an idea. Okay, how to kill Kumbhakarna. So before that, what happens is there's a duel. You can see over here, right? Kumbhakarna and Hanuman have a duel between each other. Okay, Hanuman also expands himself. Okay, Hanuman also expands himself. Okay, and they become in the same size. Hanuman is able to, right? He can go to Anu and Vibhu, which means he can go smallest and he can become the biggest, right? So they expand and both the armies start fighting. Okay. Now you can see over here, right? The monkeys are throwing stones, trees. What else can monkeys do, right? See over here, they're just throwing everything at Kumbhakarna. At last, what happens is Rama says, okay, what you all do is go, okay, and all the monkeys start, climbing on Kumbhakarna, okay. So what happens is his weight comes down when you do this, okay. That time we can have a clear aim at Kumbhakarna. So what all the monkeys do, they slowly start climbing on Kumbhakarna's body. Okay. And they all kind of, all of them come together. Okay. And they try to subdue him. At this point, what happens is Kumbhakarna, what does he do? He just gives one shake. Okay. That's it.
All the monkeys fall down.
All monkeys fall down. Okay. But just that one split of second, right? Rama uses his astras. Okay. And he starts cutting the body parts of of Kumbhakarna, right? He cuts hands, he cuts legs. Okay, I think you can see in this picture. Okay, like this. And what happens is finally he subdues Kumbhakarna. Okay, what is the whole point? Kumbhakarna is undefeatable just because he woke up from his sleep. Okay, he had to get defeated over here. Okay, now what happens? Obviously, this news goes to whom? It goes to Ravanasura. Imagine, okay, what would have they come and informed Ravanasura? That your brother is dead, right? No. You know what they said? Kumbhakarna's head is blocking the entrance, the north entrance, because it is so big. Okay, it's blocking the north entrance and his body is covered half. Okay, we have to kind of like move it, otherwise we can't battle. So this is how he gets the news that his brother is dead, saying that his head is blocking the north entrance. So see, that is what it has come to, right? The end of Rakshasa. And then what happens? Now Ravanasura's, what is Ravanasura's state now?
Sad.
Very sad, yes. And
He's also angry at Rama.
he's very angry at Rama, yes, because he defeated Ravanasura's brother now. Okay, he sons. Okay, he had so many sons. Okay, now who does he send after this?
Indrajit.
Ah, very good. Okay, then this Indrajit also he's not normal. Okay, he's kind of like a very different kind of son. Okay, so what he does is he sees all this. Okay, and he sees his father lamenting and everything. So what does he do is he starts going to a small cave. Okay, and he starts offering sacrifice. Do you all know sacrifice, right? They offer to fire, right? They cut the head of a goat and offer it as a sacrifice. Now, what happens is when this happens, okay, Indrajit will ask, I have to become invisible, okay, to the eyes of everyone. So as he offers, Agnidev accepts the offering, okay, and Indrajit enters the battlefield, okay, and he is hidden behind the clouds. You can see in this picture, right? He's hidden behind the clouds, but there are crows all over him, okay. Though he's invisible, animals can detect, right? So there's crows all over Indrajit. Now what happens is, okay, Indrajit starts launching so many arrows, at the whole army. First Sugriva, Hanuman, Anga, you mentioned, okay, he's doing on everyone, okay. So like this, the war keeps going on and on and on. At last, Indrajit launches arrow on Rama and Lakshmana also, right? So this way, what happens is as they are launching, obviously Rama and Lakshmana get hurt very badly. Okay, especially who? Lakshmana, right? We all know, right? What happens? When Indrajit launches the Astra, it goes and it pierces Lakshmana's what? Heart. Very good. Okay. And then what happens? Like this, Lakshmana falls down. Okay, and Indrajit is very happy. Okay, he thinks that he has achieved and he retires again back to Lanka. Now I have a question for you. Why are not all the demons, all the Rakshasas coming together? And when one is fighting, why are not others coming and getting involved? Like, yes.
Because if all the Rakshasas are coming together, then all will be killed at one time only, and then there won't be Rakshasas left for the next battle. So that's why we divide the Rakshasas into a few parts, and so first, along with Indrajit, who will go, along with some other Rakshasa who will go, they'll decide all this and send them.
Ah, very, very good, very good. Okay, so what happens is when all the powerful people come at once, okay, there's like a face-to-face battle. Actually, this is called Yuddha Riti, which means military formation. This is how military is supposed to fight, okay, and especially when it comes to chariot fighting. Okay, always remember, first the flag of the chariot should be cut down. Okay, and then the chariot should be broken, and then the chariot driver should be killed, and then the person in the chariot should be killed. This is the Yuddha rules of thing. But sometimes when people do unfair tricks, right, then you can do whatever you want. Because you cannot always be fair, right, in war. When someone is doing something unfair, then you have to match to them. Okay. So like this, what happens over here is now what is Indrajit doing? He's invoking all mantras and he's become invisible, right? Now, how can someone defeat someone who's invisible in the sky? Over here, Rama is just a human being, right? According to the thing, okay? So what happens is Hanuman, Sugriva, Neela, Jambavan, you name, okay, everyone are flat on the ground, okay? Even Rama is affected and he's wounded, and Lakshmana is pierced in the heart. As the night falls, okay, what happens? Jambavan orders, Hanuman to immediately go and get what?
Sanjeevani.
Very good. Okay, he says that not only Sugriva, Anga, Neela, and like all of these, but 6 million, okay, 6 million monkeys are lying dead, okay, in the ground because of Indrajit's Brahmastra. Okay, so what you do to revive all of them, you please go to this mountain, and he starts giving description. Okay, so if you have a book or a pen, please start noting down. Okay, and he says the location. He says that go to Himalayas. Okay, and in the Himalayas, you have to locate the two mountains, okay, which is called Rishabha and Kailash. Okay, what is it?
Mataji, again.
Rishabha, Rsabha, Rishabha mountain and Kailash. So this particular mountain, okay, is located in between these two, okay, the Kailash and the Rishabha. So what you do is you go there, and there are 4 powerful medicines on this mountain. Okay, so we will discuss what are the 4. Okay, the first one is, you all know what is it? Sanjeevani. Yeah, Sanjeevani can restore a dead person. That is Sanjeevani. Yeah. Second one is Vishalya, right? Yesterday we discussed. Okay, it is for like wounding all kind of weapon scars. The scars only, remember, any wounds that are caused by the weapons. Okay. The third one is Suvarna. Suvarna. Okay. Suvarna restores the body, luster, we say, right? Example, the body is wounded with scars and everything, right? This makes sure that all those scars are disappeared. Okay. The fourth one is Sandhani. Sandhani. Sandhyani. Okay. And this helps in healing fractures. Like people get fractures, right? Bones break and things like that. So all of this is so these are the 4 important medicines you have to get. Okay. You want to repeat the 4 medicines?
Yes, Mataji.
First one is Sanjeevani.
Sanjeevani, Vishalya, Suvarna, and Sandhyani.
Sandhani. Okay. So, Jambavan tells him to go. Now, there are 2 stories to this. Okay. We all know the first story. Okay. Where Hanuman takes the leap. Okay. From there. Okay. It's 1,000 yojanas. Okay. Himalaya was 1,000 yojanas. Okay. So, Hanuman, how long do you think Hanuman took to go?
1 hour.
And come back? 1 hour?
2 hours.
A little bit more.
3 hours.
He took half a day. Okay. Because he was able to make the jump from here to there and there to here, maybe even in less than 1 hour. Okay. But he was not able to find Sanjeevani. Okay. He was wandering around the mountain. Okay. He asked the mountain, please show me Sanjeevani and all this. But the mountain refused. Okay. So Hanuman, okay, he's young. Yeah. He's searching, and he gets frustrated. Okay. And what does he do?
Then he picks up the mountain and goes there and recovers all the banner.
Good. So he's like, this mountain is not helping me. Okay. So what should I do? I will just live this. So let Jambavan, come and search and fix, the medicine and everything. So he lifts Sanjeevani and he flies and he comes to the place where you see, right, Lakshmana is wounded, right? But there's another small story in this story itself. Okay. It is said that when Hanuman was passing from, this Lanka, okay, to the Sanjeevani mountains location, okay, he actually passes through Ayodhya. If you see even geographically mapped, okay, he passes through Ayodhya. That time when he's bringing Sanjeevani back, okay, one person attacks him. Who is it?
Bharat.
Very good. Bharat attacks. Okay, he thinks this is some kind of demon lifting whole mountain and going. Okay. But that time he says that I am a servant of who? Lord Rama. Okay. And I am fulfilling the mission so that, Rama can return to Ayodhya. Till then, like Hanuman didn't know this was Ayodhya. right? He never saw Ayodhya, right? And he saw Ayodhya and he was so happy. He's like, Ramachandra Prabhu is going to come here fast, okay? So Bharata, please say, please, stay strong. We are here on a mission, okay? So saying so, Bharata is very confused because how does Bharata know that Sita was kidnapped? He doesn't know, right? So he is wondering, and he's also his anxiety becomes more and more after this. Okay, so there are two stories. One is in Tulasidas Ramayan, the other one is in Valmiki. According to Valmiki Ramayan, Hanuman just comes to Lanka directly, no interaction with Bharata. Okay, so after this, what happens? The whole army is fed with this medicine. Okay, it takes some time, right, for all the medicines. So they say that in Valmiki Ramayan that Ravanasura would have ordered all the dead Rakshasas to be thrown into the sea. Okay. So what over here, the Rama gives the command, okay, saying that don't do that. Okay. And he says that bring all the Rakshasas. Okay. And we will give them the funeral prey, right? You know, right, what we do, right?
Yeah.
We accumulate, because in the war, there were so many trees and everything thrown. Okay. They took all the trees. Okay. They took all the bodies of Rakshasas.
Logs, they cut the logs and put one dead body of Rakshasa in one this one, and they light.
And they burn. Okay, so because see, only if we get burnt, okay, we're actually passing from this body and our soul is getting relieved. Okay, especially if Lord Ramachandra does it, that particular soul is liberated, right? So Rama gives this opportunity even to Rakshasas, okay, who are fighting the army of Vanara. Okay, so the whole army, okay, was so moved by this. Sugriva, everyone, they felt that this is the way how a true God should be, right? So till then he was a king. But after this incident, okay, everyone knew Rama was extraordinary, but this made him feel more like God. Yes, Arohi?
Mataji, even in Mahabharata, Krishna also liberates all the
Yeah.
The Kauravas.
Correct. Because he chose the day like that. He chose Moksha the Ekadasi. He's like, today we will fight. Okay. So whoever dies in this war, they'll all get Moksha the Ekadasi means you will attain Moksha. Right? That is the meaning of the Ekadasi itself. And he assures Arjuna. But even if all this is happening, we are so insignificant to understand the greatness, right? Obviously, Kauravas didn't know that Krishna was planning to liberate all of them. And what did they do? They started fighting with Arjuna and the whole Pandavas, right, physically fighting. So the greatness of the gods can never be understood. Okay, so one second. Now after this, what happens? Everyone is healed. Okay, so everyone is fine. Now what happens after this? Who enters the battlefield again?
Indrajit again.
Indrajit, yes, very good. Indrajit re-enters, okay, the battlefield, okay, because now he will know that, this Lakshmana has also healed, okay. So what he will do is he will again, okay, like go to a cave, okay, and he'll again start meditating on this cave, okay. When he meditates, what happens is before he meditates and he comes out, okay, he rides a chariot, right, the chariot, right? He rides a chariot and he brings someone along with him. Who is that?
The charioteer.
He brings an illustrious Sita, like an illusion of Sita with him, okay, on the chariot. Okay, and he takes Sita. Okay, now he's visible. He's not invisible now. Okay, now as Indrajit is visible, everyone wants to go hit Indrajit. Okay, because now finally he has become visible. Okay, when the Hanuman jumps onto Indrajit. Okay, but then he sees Sita Devi. Okay, on the chariot, and Hanuman recognizes because he's seen Sita, right? And he's like, and he's not able to physically fight with Indrajit. So Indrajit is very tricky in battle, right? He's using whose weakness? He's using everyone's weakness, right? What happens? He pulls Sita Devi by hair, like visually to see, okay? And he's putting a knife on her throat. If you try to do anything, I will kill Sita. So like this, he's kind of demotivating the whole army. So like this, what happens? Like they try to throw rocks on, Indrajit and everything happens. But, nothing works. Indrajit keeps, winning all this. At last, Indrajit kind of shows as if he's cutting Sita Devi's throat. Okay. So then what happens? Hanuman sees and everyone falls. And Indrajit is very happy because his mission is successful, right? And Hanuman goes and reports to whom?
Rama.
Rama. Okay, and Rama, he from afar he can see, okay, that something is happening, but he doesn't know it is Sita Devi, okay, because it was in such a great distance. It was like in the battle arena. So what happens as soon as Rama hears this, then he'll be like, "What is the whole point of fighting? Okay, I am fighting because I want my wife back, right? Now my wife is dead. You know what am I supposed to do?" At that time, who comes? Any idea to say Rama that this is all false?
Sita. Vibhishan.
Vibhishan comes. Okay, Vibhishan comes and he's like, no, there is no way that Sita is because Ravanasura will never allow Sita, like to. He'll never allow Indrajit to take Sita ever. Okay, and Ashok Vatika is full, covered with more security than Ravanasura is palace. Like Ashoka Vatika had more security because they didn't want even by mistake for them to come and take Sita Devi before killing Ravanasura. So he's like, there's no way Indrajit would have done. It's just Maya Sita. Okay, so it is not real. It is maybe like an illusion of Sita. So you don't worry, I will assure. And he gives one instruction to Lakshmana. Okay, Vibhishana says, go to Nikumbila. Okay, Nikumbula is actually the cave's name. Okay, where Indrajit meditates. So he goes, go there. Indrajit is meditating over there, okay, to become more powerful. And next time, if he becomes invisible, okay, it is impossible to defeat Indrajit. Okay, so Lakshmana, you go immediately. Now, what was the point that Indrajit could be killed? He's very powerful. He's even more powerful. They say that he's equally powerful as Ravanasura, right? So, what is that one thing that can kill Indrajit? Is it some astra? Is it some shastra? What is it? What kind of person can kill?
Sugriva. 14 years of upvasa.
Good. So, someone who has not slept for how many years?
14.
14 years. Okay, only that person.
Lakshmana.
Exactly. So only Lakshmana can kill. Okay, Indrajit. So Vibhishana kind of knows this that Lakshmana hasn't slept for this many years, right? And Lakshmana and Vibhishan also knows that Indrajit can only be defeated by someone who conquers sleep. So he made the perfect plan. Okay, he's like, you go to this cave. Okay, you go to this cave, and when he's meditating itself, you try to kill him. Okay, don't over here. You're not supposed to see dharma, adharma, nothing like that. Okay. So saying so, what happens? Lakshmana starts going to where?
Cave.
Very good. The cave. Okay. So maybe we'll continue next class. Okay. Because today there's another class after this. Okay. Any doubts?
There's more time, Mataji.
The other class is starting in 5 minutes. So today is a bit of early class. Okay. So any doubts you have so far? Any doubts from previous class? We'll quickly have a recap then. The whole Yuddha Kanda will have a recap then. Yeah.
Yes.
Because we can take 5 to 10 minutes more. Yeah. Okay, what are the 4 types of defense walls of Lanka?
Physical barriers, armed warriors, magical defense system, and strategic location.
Very good. What was the auspicious signs they see? Okay, we see that when Rama is starting from Kishkinda, okay, a kind of star appears, a time. And the auspicious time was called?
Aditya.
Aditya. Very good. Okay, Aditya, I remember. And who was the commander-in-chief of the monkey army?
Neela.
Neela. Very good. Okay. And Anga was the son of?
Vali.
Vali. Very good. Vali's wife's name was?
Tara.
Okay. And then Sugriva's wife's name was?
Tara.
Tara. Okay. Tara was Vali's wife's name. Even I forgot. What was Vali's wife's name?
Vali's wife's name was Tara, but Sugriva's
Wife's name was? Yes, correct. Sugriva had a wife, right, who was kidnapped by Vali. That's how the whole thing started, right? Tara was the wife, who later became even Sugriva's wife because his brother passed away. But in middle, what happened? Okay, we'll come back to this later. Okay. Even I forgot.
Krishna Mataji, Ruma.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Ruma. Okay, Ruma was the name of her. Okay, good. Now, who cursed Ravanasura that he cannot touch anyone, any woman?
Nala, Kuvera and Brahma.
Good. Okay, and if he does, what will happen?
His head will be cut into 100 pieces.
His head will burst into 100 pieces. Okay, very good. Now, who are the two sons of Kumbhakarna?
Nikumba and Kumba.
Nikumba and Kumbha. Okay, so actually, yeah. So, do you know who killed Kumbha and Nikumba in the war?
Neela.
Who?
Neela.
No.
Angada.
Kumbha was killed by Sugriva.
Sugriva.
Remember, okay? And Nikumba was killed by Hanuman. Okay, so this happens after their father's death. Okay, I didn't want to go too much into the war, who killed whom, what are the astras and shastras, but just to know the overview. Okay, Kumbha was killed by
Sugriva.
Good, and Nikumba was killed by
Hanuman.
Okay, and the mountain Ravanasura resided was called
Trikuta.
Trikuta. Okay, and how big of Trikuta? How big was Trikuta?
100 yojanas tall and 100 yojanas wide.
That's right. Very good. That is almost from Mount Mahendra to Lanka. That is the distance 100 yojanas, right? And everyone were thinking, how should I jump that 100 yojanas, right? So see, imagine this. Yeah, this itself was 100 yojanas. So imagine how big Lanka was. Okay, huge it was. Just Ravana's mountain was this big, right? Very good. So how many defense system, like who were placed in what positions? East gate was Pra.
East gate of Ravana or East gate was
Prahasta.
Prahasta.
Yeah, Naimisha, you can also write this down. Okay, East gate was protected by Prahasta. Okay, correct. Then next gate.
South
Mahodara. Okay, so south was protected. We saw that Mahodara was always used to support, this Ravanasura. Okay, so he was Mahodara. And then south gate was protected by
Mahodara. West was protected by Indrajit.
Okay, west was protected by Indrajit. Okay, next.
And north was protected by
Sukha,
Saranya and Ravana.
Yeah, Sukha, Saranya and Ravanasura. Okay, and the middle was Virupaksha. Okay, note it down. Naimisha?
Noting it down.
Okay, good.
Can you tell the different types of walls we were discussing?
Yes. So what happens is Ravanasura's walls are height differentiated. Okay, even when Kumbhakarna wakes up, okay, he never smashes the walls. He goes above the walls, right? He steps above the walls and goes. Okay, so example, one wall would have been made with steel. Okay, the whole wall is made of steel. The other wall, okay, it is surrounded with a lake kind of a passage, okay, where there are crocodiles. You see, right? We used to see in movies, right? There's like a lake going around the gate, and there are crocodiles, all kind of animals which, if you by mistake fall, they will eat you, right? That kind of defense system. So only through gate you can enter, otherwise you cannot enter, right? So like this, Ravanasura had 4. So northern gate was basically the head gate. Okay, so what happens when the monkeys surrounded the whole Trikuta mountain, right? It was just monkeys all side, north, south, east, west, only one gate full. Okay, but it was with different defense systems. Okay, if you see in south, why are there 3? But whereas in like other directions there were only one. Why is it like that? Any idea? We had Sukha and we had like 3 people right on the north entrance. But why only one? Why only Indrajit in west? And why
I
only?
think that one is the main entrance.
Good. So that one was the strategic entrance. Okay, to break through Lanka and get into the city. Okay, what happens is once you go into the city, you can literally burn down the city, right? So there's no need to even do war. You just burn and everyone dies in that arena, right? So that's why it was protected by Ravanasura himself, right? So that gate was attacked by Rama and Lakshmana themselves because it is the best gate to attack, right? So that is where, Kumbhakarna's head will come and fall, blocking the north entrance. Okay, so what happens? His head, okay, acts as a bridge right now. If head comes and falls, okay, all the monkeys can climb and get into Lanka, right? So this is what happens in the next scene. Okay, what we can see is all the monkeys climb on this Kumbhakarna's head, okay, and they enter the northern gate, and and then they light fire to the whole Lanka, okay, in the midnight time, okay. So this we can see in the next part of the story. So his head has become actually a help. Like Kumbhakarna's head has fallen such perfect way, okay, that it helps all the Vanaras cross and enter into the northern gate, right? So that we have to understand. Okay, and I'm Arohi. Doubt is okay. So steel gates, iron gates, and then the lake passing by with crocodiles are the dangerous animals. Rakshasas itself are very dangerous. Yeah. So what talk about animals? Animals are better. So Rakshasas used to be in different forms with one eye, one hand, two, like no legs. Very, like, when they describe it is very horrible to listen. So Rakshasas were very scary. What about monkeys? Monkeys are very. They didn't even have any weapons. Okay, all they had was nails.
Better.
Nails, bite, throw rocks. That's it. Yes, Arohi.
Mataji, were there actually those one-eyed Rakshasas looking like
Yes, they were, because Rakshasas had different curses on them. Right. We saw, right, when Rama and Lakshmana were going from the mountain to meet Sugriva. We see a one-eyed Rakshasa, right? A mountain kind of with long hands. What was, like, he was cursed by Indra, right? So all these Rakshasas are basically cursed. Okay, some Rishi or some Daitya or some, demigod, they keep cursing. So what they did, they all became one group and came to Lanka. That's it.
But then why are they not like right now? Why don't they exist right now?
They do. Okay, I think yesterday we were discussing that Lanka we see. I think Om had this question. He said, is Trikuta mountain till there, right? So it is there in the Sri Lanka that is now called Lanka. But that Lanka is not the original Ravana Lanka. You understand? It is like a part, a minor piece. The original Lanka has a boon. Okay. And the boon is that Lanka is invisible to human eye. Okay, and Vibhishana asks this to asks this to Rama. So what happens is when Rama, after 1,000 years, okay, he will rule Ayodhya and everything. And his time is coming to an end when Rama is about to leave this world. So he goes and he visits everyone to see, like a friend, right? We go, we see our friends, how are they doing? So he goes, visits Sugriva. So he goes, visits, Vibhishana. So when he goes, okay, the Rama Setu is still there. The bridge is still there, right? That connects the island. So Vibhishana tells, see, because of this bridge, a lot of people are coming here and going, right? So Rama, okay, first thing is I want you to destroy this bridge so that no one comes and disturbs the Rakshasas. Okay? And second thing is, I want you to make this island invisible to the human eye so that the activities which are done here will remain here only. So it doesn't go out. As Vibhishana is a right ruler, he will make sure that the demons act righteously. If Ravana was a ruler, okay, all the demons will still come and trouble us. Okay, so because Vibhishana is the ruler, okay, he maintains the harmony, and even Rakshasas are some kind of living beings only, right? So even they get to live in a piece of land. So Rama, what he does, he launches a Brahmastra and splits the Rama Setu. Okay, this is what the story that comes in Uttarakanda, end of Uttarakanda. And then second thing is the Lanka will become invisible to the human eye. Yes, Naivasha.
Mataji, in Krishna, this one is there, right? In Krishna episodes, I saw that Krishna building the setu which was constructed in Ramayan, right?
Yeah.
Krishna was building that same thing with the help of monkeys.
Correct. But it was not possible for Krishna to do that.
Then Mataji, the Ram Setu is seen in satellites also, right?
Yes, so that is that. So that's why I say, but no one can travel through that setu. See, now we have flights and everything. That's why, see, Vibhishana asked two things. He said, bridge should be destroyed. Okay. Second thing is, it should be invisible. So even though the bridge is not there, the island shouldn't be seen. Right? So if you see from Treta Yuga to Dwapara Yuga, no one can travel because there were no flights, there were no nothing. Right? So imagine that time. Now from Dwapara, so when were flights invented? Not even like 50 years back, right? So only now we are able to physically travel to places with flights and everything. So till then, they had an advantage. That's why we call this Kalikalam, which means destruction time, right? So now destruction has come to us. So slowly we can see the symptoms of this. Yes, Om?
But Ravana had a light, right?
Ravana had a
That push.
Pushpa. Only he had only one flight. Only one flight in Bhuloka. There were so many flights in Vaikunta and Swargaloka and everything. That time it was more advanced. That's why Lanka is invisible to the eyes, so that they can have harmony, right? Even the demons need peace of mind. That's why. So they will also not come harm us. Even we don't have to harm them. Nowadays, I think humans are more dangerous, right, than Rakshasas. We have so many weapons. We have so many atomic bombs and everything. So, I mean, they're not as powerful as Astras and Shastras, but still, right? Normal Rakshasas cannot do Brahmastra and everything. Someone only like Ravanasura, and those people can do. Even Kumbhakarna couldn't. Yes. Any other doubts? All clear? Yeah.
Yes,
So we will end this session then. वाञ्छाकल्पतरूपेश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटि वैष्णवेभ्य की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय श्रीमद् रामायणम ग्रंथ की जय all glories to assembled devotees. Next week we will finish Yuddha Kanda, right? And we will move to Uttarakanda. Okay. Hare Krishna. See you all. And if possible, please do attend. Yeah, I know that Saturdays some kids are a bit busy with school, but if possible, please do attend. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll try sharing the recordings.
Attend Mataji. If there is a holiday on Saturday, I'll try to attend.
Yes, yes. I'll try to send recording of yesterday's session.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Arohina Mishra.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you,
Thank you
Mataji.
Mataji.
Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.